You have got to hear this. At 8 o'clock this morning, I started talking to AT&T. I was on somebody else's phone plan, and I needed a new phone. And this person whose plan I was on, actually my wife needed a phone, hers, and I've already had it repaired once, and it was so old it wasn't worth repairing again. So I gave my wife my phone, and I started an AT&T cell plan in my own name, and I bought this phone, the iPhone 8 Plus. But y'all know that my wife and I have a lot of medical issues right now, and the phone number that they have is a phone number that I have to keep because, there's probably, between the two of us, 20 doctor-related people who have that phone number, and there's just no way to contact them all and give them a new number. So I bought this phone on the installment plan with AT&T, and I started a new account, and this phone came with a phone number. So I called AT&T, and I had my old phone number transferred to my new account. What I didn't know, and nobody told me, was that the installment plan on that old phone came with the with the transfer of the number. So now, without me realizing this and nobody telling me this, I'm paying for this phone that I'm talking on, and now I'm paying for the other phone. And to top it all off, when I transferred this number, they didn't delete the number that came with this phone. They added a line to my account. So now I've gone from a monthly bill that I could afford, which was $101, and that would be this phone and basically a minimum amount of data, because I don't usually use data. I usually use Wi-Fi for 90% of my data, and I would just, if I was out somewhere away from Wi-Fi, I wouldn't watch videos or anything like that. I knew to be careful. I've had limited data plans before. So the bill shows up today, and it's $80 more than what I was told my bill would be. And I spent 2.5 hours on the phone. I actually had to end the conversation, and it's still not satisfactorily satisfied, but here's the gist. The phone number, in order for me to keep the phone number that all my doctors have, I have to pay for the old phone. And it's about $400. And in order for me to keep this number on my new account, I have to pay for 2 lines, and I'm only using one. So that's an additional $40. So my $101 a month plan, all because I need to keep that phone number, has gone from $101 to over $200. And I can't reverse it. I told them, okay, so why don't I just close my account? You put this phone number back on the old account. I will send you this phone back. I've only had it a couple days. Surely it's still under... as a matter of fact, I asked them. I had like 4 days left where I can send this phone back and close my account with. Except I would have to pay cancellation fees, which is almost equivalent to what is owed on the old phone that this number was connected to. Are you following me? It's this big circle of nonsense. All I want is the phone number. But you can't take the phone number that's connected to a phone that still has payments on it. Which would be fine if they had told me this before I transferred the number to my new phone. And what they didn't tell me was that they wouldn't eliminate the phone number that came with this phone. They added a line. This is AT&T. And I have, just this time, just this morning, I have spoken to 6 people and 2.5 hours of repeating the same story over and over and over and talking around in circles. I am going to have a heart attack. There's just no way that having a phone should cause this much stress and aggravation in anyone's life. And now there's no way to get out of it without paying an enormous amount of money. And all this because no one bothered to tell me that you can't transfer a number without either paying off the phone that it's attached to. Even though the phone that money is owed on already has a new number and is already being used by somebody else, it's mind-blowing, mind-blowing. My wife came in here, she filmed a little bit of it, but I won't be able to show it because I had to give them so much personal information, account numbers and my name and phone number and all that. There's just no way to bleep it all out. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I can't do that. It would be a 2.5 viral video if I could actually put that online and show you the nonsense and the complete idiots that I've had to talk to. And then they would get to the point where they would just repeat the same things over and over. And then they would transfer you. They would put you on hold, and that would be 10 minutes, 12 minutes of holding, and you get another person, and you'd have to start the story at the very beginning and go through the exact same thing with the next person. 6 people. 6 people I had to tell this to. And still, the only thing I could get off them is they knocked $20 a month off my bill, which she said, well, here's the only way we can resolve this. I can knock $20 a month off your bill. I said, how is that resolving the fact that I'm paying for a phone that doesn't belong to me and I have a line added to my account that I'll never use? How is that a resolution? And it was the best she could do. And that was the 6th person I talked to. And it was an American, by the way. That was the first American that I spoke to. Unbelievable. I just don't even know what to do now. I am totally stuck. Now I have a monthly bill that I won't be able to afford. And I'm paying for a phone that's not on my account and a line that I will never use. AT&T, this is insanity. Absolute insanity.